It looks like a bomb went off in this store clerk's pants. An explosion in Otis Gooding's pocket as he works behind the cash register of this wine store inside Grand Central Terminal. You can see the flames, the sparks flying from his pocket, where co-workers say he kept an e-cigarette with a battery.
Hello, I'm Commander Chris Tarsa. I work as a Senior Safety Assessor in the Afloat Directorate at the Naval Safety Center. This civilian clearly did not understand the dangers of e-cigarettes. Do you? Recently, Joint Fleet Forces and Pacific Fleet implemented a policy stating that effective May 2017, the use, possession, storage, or charging of electronic nicotine delivery system, or simply ENDS, and all their associated components, is temporarily prohibited aboard Fleet Forces and Pacific Fleet ships, submarines, aircraft, boats, craft, and heavy machinery pending the completion of further analysis. Although this policy bans ENDS from the Navy workplace environment, their off-duty use still presents a significant hazard to sailors and personnel readiness. First, I want to share a few quick facts from the United States Fire Administration. Their data shows that more than 2.5 million people are using e-cigs, and the number is growing. Between 2009 and 2014, there were 25 separate incidents of explosion and fire directly attributable to e-cigs reported in the media. 9 injuries were associated with these 25 incidents, but 2 of them were serious burn injuries. In 2015, the United States Fire Administration updated their tracking with an additional 15 e-cig related events, all involving injuries.
It was under my tongue. Lodged, like almost to the back of my throat.
What felt like a bullet was actually the tip of Jesse Milk's e-cigarette that exploded in the Tustin man's mouth.
Over half the 2015 incidents occurred while the ENDS device was in use, resulting in severe facial and neck burns. It is important to note that the Fire Administration conducts this research through the media. The story needs to make the news or it is not counted. The Navy has had numerous reports of sailors experiencing their own failures, resulting in material damage and injury. These numbers are increasing and are averaging nearly 2 per month. It is likely that those numbers are much higher based on not all mishaps are reported in the web-enabled safety system. From January 2016 to March of 2017, a look at the victims in the Navy shows at least 266 days of work were lost for hospitalization and convalescent leave, and 332 days of light and limited duty were attributed to ENDS events. 70% of the victims were under the age of 30. 95% of the victims were male. Examples of these injuries include a sailor who suffered first and second degree burns when the lithium battery of his vaping device exploded while he was attempting to change the battery. He spent 3 days in the hospital burn unit, followed by 14 days of convalescent leave and an additional 30 days of light limited duty. Another sailor was using his vaping device when it exploded in his mouth during normal use. He required oral surgery and dental reconstruction. On average, sailors and Marines who were injured spent 21 days out of work and 23 days on light limited duty. These statistics on ENDS should be enough to prove that these devices, when used or improperly stored, create a hazard to sailor well-being. Most of these mishaps occur when sailors store batteries in their pockets. The batteries typically short-circuit on keys, coins, tools, and ignite or explode while in the pocket. The initial explosion and subsequent fire ignite the individual's clothing, normally resulting in severe burns. The Navy has put a temporary ban in place, but it is up to you to continue to ensure the safety of yourself, your shipmates, and your families. If you choose to continue to use these devices off-duty, please listen to what I'm about to say. Ensure that the battery terminals do not come into contact with metal objects in your pockets. This is what causes them to short-circuit. When charging, use only the USB or power adapters provided by the manufacturer. Do not perform any aftermarket modifications, and use only the batteries that the manufacturer recommends. For more information on what makes these ENDS devices different than other personally owned electronic devices and about their failure mechanisms, visit the Naval Safety Center website and have a fine, safe Navy day.